Good morning, students. Now we have started about the discussion of air pollution, and there we have discussed also what are the methods by which air pollution takes place, then what are the sources of the air pollutants, and what are the effects of air pollution. In that part we have discussed, and we have discussed other notable, very important effects of air pollution. There we have discussed smog, pan, global warming, ozone depletion, acid rain. Now we will be discussing about the control of air pollution. The first thing will be coming planting of trees, increasing of green covering. So first, certain measures help to remove pollutants. That is one way we can reduce. Second, reduce their presence. That means treatment is needed, or prevent their entry into the atmosphere. We will be not allowing the harmful gases or substances to the air. Now next, first one, trees are the best remedy for urban particulate and gaseous pollution. Second one, forests act as carbon sinks. It will be reducing the carbon dioxide concentration from the environment. That's why it is called carbon sinks and lungs of the planet. Forests are called the lungs of the planet. Now next point, catalytic converters in vehicles help to reduce the polluting gases drastically. Catalytic converters are nothing but the instrument which is helping to convert the harmful gases that are generated due to the burning of the diesel or petroleum. These catalytic converters will be converting these harmful gases into non-toxic gases, into less toxic gas pollutants or gases by catalyzing the redox reaction, which is called that instrument is called the catalytic converters. Diesel exhaust filters in automobiles for filtering the particulate matters. Filters to be where from the diesel, after burning the diesel, where from smoke is coming, that area will be covered by the filters. So particulate matters, very few very fine carbon particles or tiny carbon particles may come out through the exhauster. So in that exhaust place we have to cover with the filter. So the particulate matters cannot be coming out, and it will be causing and cannot cause the air pollution. Next one, electrostatic precipitators reduce the release of industrial pollutants. That is another instrument. Next one is called cost-effective air pollution treatment systems like indoor plants and the high-performance biofilters. By biofilters, same thing only, will be helping to filter the particulate matters, can improve the indoor air quality. So these are the different methods by which the air pollution can be controlled. Now legal protection. To reduce the air pollution or for treatment of the air pollution, the government has made certain rules which are coming under the legal protection. The Air Act, Air Prevention and Control of Pollution. Air Pollution Act was enacted in 1981 and amended in 1987 for the prevention of air pollution, control of air pollution, and abatement. Abatement means the reducing, treatment. So the pollution level can be reduced. Traffic emission standards. First one is government. Traffic emissions standards. The government has decided to enforce Bharat Stage 6 norms from 2020. Next one is called the Green Bench and the National Green Tribunal, or Tribunal also you can say, NGT, which they give the judicial safeguard to the environmental protection. Judicial safeguard according to the how much the carbon dioxide can be emitted, that type of engine also to be set. So it is called the judicial safeguard of the environmental protection. Steps to be taken by central and state governments in India. First one is called the road traffic rationing. Encourage the public transport instead of individual or private transport. Public transport to be used, and carpooling. These are the things to be followed to reduce the air pollution. What do you mean by road traffic rationing? It is also known as alternate day travel, driving restriction, no drive days. These are the strategies. Together it is called the road traffic rationing. Next one, increase green cover alongside the road. Planting avenue trees, that is, these are also the pollution level can be decreased. Promoting Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. We have to stimulate the people, encourage the people to develop that type of mentality. That Swachh Bharat, very clean Bharat Abhiyan, that movement. Enactment and enforcement of stricter environmental laws. Environmental laws to be implemented very strictly. That way only. Enacted means to be implemented strictly. Maintenance of air standards by proper enforcement and monitoring. Air standards to be repeatedly checked. So accordingly the measures also can be taken to reduce the control of air pollution. Now next one, next point is reducing carbon emissions. Carbon emission to be reduced in the form of carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, what is coming out, that to be reduced. Emission of carbon to be reduced. Encourage use of renewable energy. Renewable energy, non-conventional energy sources to be used. Limiting the sale of firecrackers and developing the eco-friendly crackers. Make environmental impact assessment mandatory. Previous chapter we have discussed EIA, Environment Impact Assessment is mandatory. Now next part we have small part that is called AQI, Air Quality Index. Is a number used by government agencies to communicate to the public how polluted the air is at a given time. To inform to time to inform to the public that how polluted the air is at a given time in your area. Certain level is there which is normal. Suppose it has been given if the particulate matter or the AQI is 0 to 50, it is called the good control. Air quality is good. 51 to 100 moderate, and that is also color is there. 100 to 101 to 150 unhealthy for sensitive groups. Those who are having already health problems, respiratory problems, for them it is very much unhealthy. 151 to 200 unhealthy. 201 to 300 very unhealthy, and 301 plus means it is very much harmful for the human beings. So this is all about your air pollution, everything we have discussed. Now next one, water pollution. Quality of water is very essential. Water is very essential component in our day-to-day life to maintain our healthy life, and the healthy life we need the sufficient amount of water supply. As a valuable resource, it comprises different forms of water. It may be marine water, it may be fresh water, it may be estuarine. Fresh water means rivers and lakes. Estuarine means in the that is backwater generally we are saying, where the fresh and marine water will be mixed, estuarine, and the marine water in the ocean. And groundwater already we are getting the main source of water for our domestic purposes. So groundwater environment that stretch across the coastal and island areas. Water has two dimensions that are closely linked, quality and quantity. Quality of water is very much important to keep our body in healthy conditions. So water quality is commonly defined as, that is pollution, physical, chemical and biological and aesthetic characteristics. So an environment will be healthy when there will be sufficient water supply is present. Quality of water supports a rich and varied community of organisms and protect the public health. So that is water pollution. Now water pollution occurs when there is a change in physical, chemical, biological quality of water that has harmful effect on living organisms that consume it or the living organisms which are living in that aquatic body. That is called the water pollution. So water pollution adversely affects water bodies. How? Due to large affect the water bodies due to large amount of natural or man-made materials or pollutants let into it. When it becomes unfit for intended use, expected use, water is considered as polluted. So till here children, after that we will be discussing. Okay, thank you.